Hello everybody, Gamer here, and today I'll be doing a showcase once again of the Dino mod. So it was updated. It was the one from before, the previous 2 videos ago. And they did change, the guy did contact me from the comments and told me that there was an update. So as you can see here, this is the previous biggest dino we had before. Now we have the surface mama, which is the surface mama is most likely, she looks a bit bigger, although it's kind of, I guess you can say with the tail, he has still the advantage there. And he has more health, so I'm guessing this is the male, this is the female. And as you can see here, we also have the goat, which doesn't really help, but it's more like, I'm actually surprised. Oh, that took a while for it to attack, but so there are new animations, and honestly, you should not have that much meat. Like, the dino is pretty much snacking on, like, crumbs from that size. Like, that's tiny. Also, we have the other ones here. So, we have a few of them I didn't actually notice even. I think they were added. And that is... So we have the big ones here, as I showed before. I'll show you that one. It's the biggest one, but it doesn't even have much health here. And we have... Let's see which one. The Utahraptor. I didn't see this one before. I mean, obviously he's weak alone. They usually go in groups. The other one just disappeared. Usually they have like a ragdoll. And they do quite a lot of damage in groups. But it doesn't really matter when you can get one-shotted. That was quite a lot of ragdolls there. Gonna have to cancel some of them because of the lag. And this one, you can see how big this one is compared to all of them. Like, it doesn't have as much health, but for some reason, wait, what? This one has 145 health. It's pretty much nearly dead. I mean, I would be surprised that, like, why does this one have less health? Yeah, less health than the smaller ones. Shouldn't this be like at least 20,000 based on its size? I mean, he is slow, and this one is... Well, Surface Mama was pretty lucky. She was one shot away from dying. She'll definitely need to eat as much as possible to regain that health. So there's a bunch of them that are passive here. These guys are kind of passive as long as they actually fly. I don't know why they're... Maybe not. They should be passive though. Like most of the ones that are flying, like these guys here, they won't attack unless if they most likely find a predator, like an easy one. These guys don't seem like they can even fight though. The fact that she has barely any health though, and they still manage to lose, that shows how overpowered she is compared to everyone else here. So far though, the Raptors are my favorite because of how fast they are. So they do have eating features, and this one isn't even bothering, like, they're not even trying to attack. Yeah, it's gonna die. You're gonna have a lot of meat here. Or its body will just disappear. As you can see here, I'm gonna put a bunch of goats. Actually, to make it even more fun, I'm gonna add more goats here, maybe. So 4 goats. You know what? I'm actually gonna add way more here. Maybe that was a bit too many. And I'm gonna add, even that's too much. I think that the spread multiplier is way too much on that. So the specialty about this spawning mechanic, the tool, you can actually change. You can change the health of the character or any NPC in the game, which you can make them invincible, almost invincible, or get one-shotted like this one right here. This one is completely ignoring the goat. I'm literally putting it right in front of it. Let's see if we can survive all these raptors. Okay, died already. Honestly, I like watching dinos fight. It's a classic. Like, if you guys like Jurassic Park, I used to watch it when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite movies. Now it's obviously outdated, but it's still one of the best movies. They rarely used CGI in the first one. These raptors don't even attack each other here. So far, though, I mean, there are new animations, new mechanics. The goat is just for the bait. This one just like, it did like almost a 180 spin, just each one of them. This one looks like he has a hat, but I know it's like it's part of his face. Guess you can call it the prehistoric hat. One of the first hats. From afar, it looks like a hat. The demo Fordon. Not sure how to pronounce all of them, but doing my best to pronounce them. This one has quite a lot of health for the size. Like, he makes the raptors look like weaklings because they only have 90. Or this one is pretty tanky, but there are smaller ones here. For 100. It's these ones, I think. They're like the squishiest dinos right now. Like, they have, yeah, only 90. I'm gonna actually put a bunch of them. So their health is 90. 90, 90. I'm just gonna have to write it here. Raptor. Baby Raptor. Maybe I can do that one. Just one. That's quite a lot there. Actually, not even that many. Because my spread is way too much here. Let's shrink it a bit so I can spawn more. Like, these guys are my favorite because of how quickly they are. They're baby raptors, but they're so freaking fast. You need at least over, I would say, 100 of them, though, to kill even one of those T-Rexes. I'm not sure what these guys are doing. It looks like they're like joining together everyone here. And I just chucked that one over there. Let's see these other ones, if they're any special. This one honestly sounds... They sound like ducks. So these ones actually run. I know a few of them run because they're pretty much the prey here. I'm surprised the goat doesn't really even try to run though. I'm gonna put one here. You guys can see it's a cool function. Like a lot of NPCs actually try to attack or they don't move. Let's do it again, but this time I'm gonna add a bunch of them. And I'm gonna add one T-Rex. A baby T-Rex. I mean, they're still afraid of it. They do sound like the Canadian geese. This one over there is like having... He's pretty much having the worst case because he's alone. And 3 of them are chasing him. I don't really know if it's too much to ask, but if the creator is watching this, I want to know if you can add the King Kong from the movie. There was a small version of King Kong, not the one that we got, but there's a small version of King Kong that he's not that much bigger than the biggest T-Rex here. Or at least he's like maybe twice or 3 times bigger than this one. But he's not too overpowered. The one we have is Godzilla versus King Kong. He has to be overpowered. Otherwise, the movie would have ended in like 2 minutes. Not even. It would have been one bite from Godzilla or one swing from him instead. I'm talking about the King Kong that actually climbed the tower. I forgot her name, but he was obsessed with her, and yeah, that's... A few airplanes managed to take him down. These guys are way too slow to even catch up. They seem way slower. Do they attack the eggs? I actually wonder. Yeah, they do. Let's see these guys. I barely put these guys on the spotlight. What happened to him? He just died instantly there. Let's see how these guys actually fight the T-Rex. I actually want to know. I mean, they have those horns. They should have good armor. I'm not sure what's with the range issue, but it's kind of weird how this happens. So not too many changes, but it definitely, I mean, you saw that. He just grabbed them, he ate it. Cool animation. It seems like it only works, or maybe it works with any dino. It's a pretty cool animation. A bit buggy though, as you saw its head stretched there. But so far, guys, how do you what do you want to see from this mod? So far, I think that if they add King Kong, the original size King Kong, not the overpowered version, that would be great. The other guy was just spinning on there. Maybe just fix the animation with the grabbing. Maybe like somehow. I'm not sure you guys do it, but put the dino inside, like maybe make it that it looks like he's grabbing it from his mouth. Because it looks like he's just like he has like a gravity gun or like this. Like it looks like he's just swinging him from midair. Still, so far so cool. I mean, I know this is probably not the final product. This one is dragging it. That's a nice feature. Taking it to its, I mean, there's no true place to go to, but he's just dragging it with him. Not sure for how far he's gonna go. Okay, they're eating it here. So they're all sharing it together, which is nice. That's a good feature right here. So that was kind of cool. They were carrying it somewhere far away to be uninterrupted. And they were actually working together there. So far, guys, I think this is one of the coolest mods for dinos. I do think it does need a bit of tweaking, but so far it's so good if it's not even a final version. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to are interested in actually downloading the mod, it'll be in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.